Hello everyone, Jay with Mobile Home Partners here bringing you another educational video. So I'm getting a lot of questions from how to detect certain issues with the mobile homes to how do I virtually evaluate a mobile home, how do I virtually invest in mobile homes, etc. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to show you a few things that I look at when I do, and most of my deals are virtually. I mean, I'm still out in the market. I still take certain days of the week where I go out and just kind of study different parks, different areas, different markets, etc. But for the most part, I am behind the screen. Okay, I'm behind my desk and I'm doing everything from behind a computer. Okay, and this is something that you need to get good at one point. And obviously, the more you invest, the more you look at these mobile homes, the more you rehab them, for instance, and you're in there and seeing different things, you're gonna be able to pick up on this as well. But this is definitely not something I suggest for anybody starting out getting into mobile home investing. This is not, these are a few levels up, I want to say, if you will. Have a few deals under you and then try to go virtually if you can. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting pictures, getting videos, and trying to obviously put together a set of numbers, I guess, in the sense of what you can offer, studying the market, and the numbers got to check out either way. But the biggest issue that I see when people are starting to do this is how many things they miss, because even when you see a property in person, I mean, this is a property that you may walk back and forth and miss certain things on. So with pictures, it is likely that you're going to miss a few more. So just keep those oh my goodness kind of moments. All right, but let's get started on here. So this is a double wide that they sent me, 28 by 68 94 built Fleetwood. Okay, so obviously there's certain pictures that I ask people to send me so that I can better check it out, try to review it and see what I can do for them. But very nice property in here they sent me. So the outside, always starting with, one of the first things that I try to look for is the roof. As you can see, this one's got tint. Beautiful home. I mean, I like it. But as you can see, the roof has already been replaced, and they gave me that information, along with the pictures. Of course, I get every piece of detail I can. Remember, in other videos that I talked about, that is that you want to get all the information possible up front. Okay, so I know that this roof is about 5 years old. Okay, but that's one of the first things I look at when I look at the outside is the roof. How does the roof look like? Then I look at the siding. Okay, is the house tore up? Does it have a bunch of mold on it? Maybe water damage? I can't see any of it. Very nice vinyl. Good pressure wash, good use. Skirting, a little damage, but this home is going to be moved, so I don't really care about that anyway. The deck, same for that. Doesn't look too bad. Breaks there a little sideways, but again, this home is being moved, so I could care less about something like that. The dress up is not important to me on this one. Move along, we're going inside the mobile home. Okay, so this is the laundry area. This is actually a great place to start. Okay, why? Here you have a washer and a dryer that should be here is missing, but as with any water connection inside of any home, there's water damage that can happen, right? So whether it's behind the fridge, it's on the window sills, it's behind the sink cabinet, the bathroom vanity, the washer hookups. Okay, these are places where water can leak, and usually when people realize it, it is probably past the time. At that point, you got damage, floor damage. Okay, and guess who's got to replace it if you buy it? You do, obviously. These are things that are definitely going to come into play when you go to make that offer, because these are things that when you're explaining your offer as to why you're offering what you are offering is water damage, floor damage, roof leaking, walls torn up, etc., etc. Okay, not a beat up session, just simply it's part of what it is. So here I would pay attention to the flooring, and just basically on these pictures I don't see any damage. Very dirty. Could use a paint job, could use a definitely, let me see back here. So I don't think there's water damage. I think it's just wear and tear. I don't know what this is exactly, but this would be something that, and again, even with these pictures, I may reach out to the owner and say, hey, beside the washer there, I noticed it's a big brown section. I'm just curiosity. What is it? Is that water damage, or what are we looking at? Okay, so look into detail. Okay, next picture, we're looking into one of the bedrooms. Again, just older unit here, and it could use a upgrade. Flooring looks like it's got a tore down here in the bottom, little tear over there in the corner maybe. The windows don't look like they have any damage, Between this section right here is what I would pay high attention to any home. This is where you can tell if water's been leaking. You can usually see it a little bubble up. I don't see any damage that I can tell. I can see slightly the top surface of the window there, and I don't see any water damage either, so I think this room is okay. TLC is what's needed here, nothing big. Next picture. Beautiful home. I like this one. I like this home a lot. Kitchen looks very nice. I mean, besides maybe painting those cabinets, and again, now you're getting into the love and TLC section at this point. That's not what we're here for. We're just simply trying to determine the value of this home and seeing what we can and can't offer. So I see no damages here. One of the things, major things that I'm paying attention to a picture like this especially, is the roof, the ceiling. Do you see any bubbles up here? Any wet spots? Any black mold spots? I don't see any. None. Very nice. This is what I like to see. Okay? And study these pictures. Don't rush this process. You got pictures for it, you look at them all day if you need to. Okay? I don't see any issues on the floor here. No tears on it. Nothing. Carpet even in that room, in that hallway going into the living room, that bedroom looks a-okay. Okay? Next picture. And then, this is what it looks like here. Again, first thing, I see nothing up here on top of the ceiling. I like this. Next, window. Nothing. Look at that. Vinyl. You know, I think this is the same room we were looking at on the other picture, just a different angle. But okay, as you can see, and I mean something this small and minimal, you know, you can repair it. So it's not like you have to tear the entire vinyl. Just depends. You know, if it's worth too old, it's just worth just going to replace it, that's fine. But again, TLC, this is one of the closets, and these are not some of the better pictures that I like to get. You know, to an owner, a seller like this, I would go back and say, hey, if you don't mind, give me a couple more pictures of this room or this closet or this area. Just if you can stand back a little bit more, just let me get a bigger angle, if you will. You know, nothing disrespectful. Just, you know, I need a little bit of pictures, if you will. I can't really tell much on anything here, so that's why I'm saying that, you know, it checks out. I don't see any wall damages, but, you know, can't really tell what it is. So, kitchen sink, okay? Again, if this can leak, I want to see that flooring. And I see no damages. Now, something like this, you know, I'm not going to ask them to pull this out and show me, you know, as long as I can tell for the most part that there's no water damage, I think we're A-okay. I don't see any water damage over here on this area either, which means this sink, you know, doesn't leak, most likely. So this is definitely already, you can tell this is a home that somebody took care of. Once again, look at this flawless ceiling. Nothing. No damage. This is what it looks like when somebody cares for the home right here. I mean, even the carpet, you're talking about an older mobile home here, and you can tell how well this carpet's been cared for. I mean, maybe shampooed, definitely vacuumed, no doubt there. No damages on these walls. I don't see any punch holes, any of that. I would like to see what's behind that sheet there on the window, just to make sure that there's no damage, obviously, because, you know, if there is damage, you know, it's in the carpet, the back, could be mold, you don't know. It just depends on how long it's been leaking. But I can tell you just based, now don't assume, but I can tell you based on what I've seen already with these few pictures, I don't foresee issues back there. Okay, I don't think they put those sheets up there to ignore it. So look at this carpet again. Look at this window. Got a few spots on the bottom there. I think it's just wear and tear. I don't see any damages, no bubbled up. Yeah, we'd be able to tell a little bit more, but I would like to see in that section, that bottom, just to make sure. And again, question them, ask them. But once again, look at that ceiling. Excuse me. Beautiful. Next picture. Another bedroom. You can tell it's a little dark, but the carpet's here. It's clean. It looks good. Again, I want to see what's behind that sheet. Just give me a better picture. I will be asking for that. Absolutely. Look at that ceiling. Very nice. Move along. Next one, bathroom. This is huge. And I'm going to go ahead and mention this here. I'm not going to extend this video any more than I need to, but I absolutely detest carpet in the bathroom. I will never understand. Why would you put carpet in a bathroom? Anyway, ceiling, from what I can tell, looks okay, looks good, no issues. Though these little windows tend to leak rather easy if they're not cared for. You know, you have to constantly be treating them from the outside, and as you can see, no damages, no issues. This is definitely a pair of owners here that have cared for this home very much, and I can appreciate this. The toilet here, I would definitely like to see, make sure there's no soft spots around here around the toilet, but you know, this carpet here, I will change it just because. Get that carpet out of this bathroom. I mean, you step out of the shower here, and again, look how well somebody's careful. But nevertheless, I mean, water is coming down. You get it on carpet. Ah, Jesus. Let's move on. Okay. Vanity looks good. Checks out. No major issues. I mean, this looks like a home that's going to require a bit of TLC and nothing more. I think this is the shower here. I don't see any damages, but I do need a picture. There we go. Okay. I want to see damages around these corners. Definitely it could use some new reseal. As you can see that these are all wore out, and if they are not leaking, they're not far from. So there's definitely something to check into, but looks okay. Tub could use a very much wash on that. Next room's a little blurry, but looks pretty good. Window again, from what I can tell, no damages. Carpet looks okay. These spots in the back here, I think it's just wear and tear, but I will be asking on that yellow wall, that one side, that's not mold, correct? Just, never hurts to ask. So, same room we were looking at, just different angle. Looks good. Carpet checks out. Ceiling, as you can see, good. That light can use a bowl. Critique. Closet. Okay, I like it. Nothing, not a whole lot to look at here. The walls, as you can see, I mean, just and learn to study these pictures. Learn to look up and down, side to side, and see and find any issues. If there's something that you think might be an issue somewhere, ask. If you can't tell what it is, just go and make a question. Hey, this corner right here, I mean, what is this exactly? Obviously, I can tell what this is, but is this damaged or etc.? And just, one of the closets here, obviously the water heater's back there. You can tell that's usually where they are, is in one of the closets, and they don't do the best to hide, and so we would definitely dress that up a little bit. But again, look at the floor there, no damages, so the water heater should be intact. Everything should check out. Closet walls look rather well. These are some of the better walls I see in closets. Master bedroom, bathroom, very nice. No issues that I can tell. Looks good. Stand-up shower, I would definitely want to see that flooring around it and make sure it's not leaking. Not enough here. Let me see. No, I can't tell. That's a different picture. But here, in the very bottom down here, I just want to see, make sure it's not leaking. And it could not be just leaking anyway from the shower itself, but just from people getting in and out. Again, being that it's carpet, it could be trapping water. Water gets on that wood, etc., etc. So just something to keep in mind. Again, why carpet around this? Man, okay. Looks good. I don't see any issues here other than that carpet's gotta go. Could use a wash. We could definitely come in and do a wash, but I don't see any damages. No cracks I don't see. Look at the bottom. No, looks good, looks good. I like it. Okay. The other vanity, the other toilet looks good again. Get rid of the carpet, but I don't see any major damages on that. Stove, okay, definitely use an upgrade. That's an older stove for sure, but hey, appreciate having a stove in it, so not a whole lot to look on that one there. Here's the one section of the outside. Definitely could use a pressure wash, but again, we are not looking for that sort of stuff. What we're looking for is any tears, any major wear and tear. And look, here's another reason. We can look from the outside of the windows. As you can see, there's no damages. This home was very well cared for. Okay, I like it. Here's the other section. Again, anywhere where it can leak inside or it can create some damages, pay attention to it. I don't see any. I might be going a little fast here for y'all. I do this multiple times a day. So this is something that I've learned. I've also been hands-on first when it comes to rehabbing these things. I've rehabbed many solo by myself, so I know what I'm looking at. But if this is something you're going to do and you need to do over a period of time, obviously as you're investing, you need to progress and stop wasting time going to look at them. Learn to do it from home through pictures, through videos, but learn to ask for more. But again, this is something that's going to take you some time, because this is not what you want to rush. You miss something that's going to be costly. That can make the difference between a good deal and not a good deal at all. So keep that in mind. Here's just some information on there. This right here alone tells me, how well these people care for their home. Most people ask them where this piece of paper is or where the HUD plate is, etc. They're not going to answer that question. They don't know what you're talking about. Okay. This is a Fleetwood mod, year built in 94. So, you're talking about old. Not as old as I've gotten them. I've gotten them a lot older. But for a 94 model to look like this is very well cared for. Okay. I'll try to make another video with using one that has a bit more damages, because I want you to be able to see what I'm looking for and what detects, certain things that I can find and trace and leads to me to question certain things. So I definitely want to make another video with this one. This home here this is a move-in ready home. I mean, somebody can come in, move it in very easily and just do this little TLC, paint some rooms and maybe change that carpet out in the bathroom for some vinyl, etc. That's something you can do while you're living in it. So I want to present you with one that's got major issues, and I want to show that. So stay tuned for that. But I wanted to make this video. I'm getting a lot of questions on that as to, how do you grade one of these houses through virtually? What do you look for, etc.? And I know that the key goal is that the less work you do, the better. And having to drive to these properties is a lot of work, is a lot of time consumption that you can use on other deals to find, right? Bringing deals, locking deals, selling deals, that's how you make your money. Stop wasting time driving. So this is definitely a learning for a lot of people. But yeah, message me if you have any more questions. jgarcia@mobilehomepartner.com. Call me, text me, 770-855-1298. Visit our page at mobilehomepartner.com. And coaching is still available. We are now, for those of you who don't know, I dump off corporate America. I fired my boss, my managers, my company, and I am now solely working for myself. So taking students has definitely opened up a field for that. I'm taking a lot more students at this time, so be sure to get your coaching. And till next time, thank you for watching.